I guess, Patrick, this first question would be for you. There's a lot of nationalities on display here, so I was kind of curious. How did you decide on making Tobias an American pilot? Why focus on a flight from Berlin to Paris? Was there certain meaning behind those choices?
Yeah, of course. This is an international thing we all have to deal with, and I want to make an international film. This is not based in one nationality. This is about Europe. This is about America. This is about how everything is connected in this globalized world. And that was, of course, a choice I made to make it an international, international cast, international film, because this is something we all have to deal with.
So I know that you bought a plane to shoot this movie, and Joe, you obviously have to learn a good deal of pilot jargon. So between the attention to detail in both respects, do you guys see any specific tells now when you're watching other movies that involve airplanes where you're thinking to yourself, that's not authentic to real life now?
No. When I started,
Sorry.
when I started, I watched, of course, every airplane movie, and every films where when they shoot inside of an airplane and shoot inside of the cockpit, just to get, okay, how did they do it? What works for me and what doesn't, and I try to create and take all the experiences I saw, what they did, and, to do it myself. And of course, I see mistakes that people do, but I see sometimes a lot of actors.
Joe, is there any seemingly silly question you had about the day to day of being a pilot that, you found out what the answer was and you kind of couldn't believe it?
Well, this movie was so much about the realism, and we definitely wanted to get all the technical details of the aviation and everything right. And it helped a lot that the actor playing the captain of the plane was a real pilot, Carlo, great actor, but also a pilot who flew with Lufthansa Airlines for many years. But the big challenge with this movie really wasn't any of those technical details. The challenge of this movie was the way that Patrick shoots movies is completely different than how I've ever shot a movie before. And it's not to do with the technical details, it's to do with the emotions. He is so focused on letting the actors fully immerse themselves in the reality of their characters and their experiences. He actually is all about stripping away as much of the technical process of filmmaking as possible to leave room to just let the camera roll and let the actors be, and depart from the script and just be real. And that was incredibly intense, really new for me. And that's the experience I was looking for. I took a couple years off acting when I had kids, and I knew that when I came back, I wanted to find something that would really challenge me and inspire me as an actor. And I found it here.